Welcome to the second Euro Pro Tour event of the season. We are here at the beautiful Järva Disc Golf Park, and in the studio for this first interview we have Tournament Director Anders Pantzer.
Hello.
And thank you for having us here at this event.
Thank you for having me.
I cannot ask you if you're playing this course yourself, because you have played this course a lot, I bet.
I have. Since 2013, this has been my home course, and I've been here quite a few times, yeah.
Yeah, that's excellent. And so what are your expectations for this weekend?
High. They are high, my expectations. I think we're going to see some great scores. I think the long throwers are going to have a good time here and have a quite good score, I think. And I hope everyone is having fun around the course and off the course and on the course. Yeah.
And it's no secret that Järva has seen some difficulties over the past few years with the city of Stockholm maybe not being so helpful regarding disc golf here. Yeah. How could you put some words into this whole debate yourself?
I will try. It's hard. I mean, we really miss the front nine, the old front nine, hole 24, 25, the old island, all of those old holes that were really, really legendary, that was a part of the Masters course. We really miss them. It's really hard for the club players to come into Järva and see the construction work. But then again, when you're on the course, you're back at Järva and you get the same feeling you had with the old holes and everything. So it's still the same feeling, still the same heart, and you can see that Mats has continued to design the holes, definitely.
Yeah. And
sorry.
Yes, I'm sorry. So you mentioned you have a club here, and how many members do you have in the club here now?
I actually don't know. We gone from, I think, 20 people 1.5 years ago till over 450 at the moment. That is all because of Simon. Simon Lindgren has run the shop, and he makes people come to the club. And we're gonna keep growing, and we're gonna keep fighting to have this course for a long time.
Yeah.
At the moment, we have it for there's a contract for the park for Järva Disc Golf Park to run this until 2031. So 9 more years, with the possibility to lengthen the contract as well. So that's really nice too.
Fingers crossed that you get to keep it.
Yeah.
So back to this event. So we have a lot of interesting profiles here this weekend. Do you have any personal favorites?
Many. I think Josef Berg from Sweden has come out really hot this year. But then of course we have for the MPO we have of course Thomas Gilbert, we have Väinö Mäkelä, all the Finn guys. The Norwegians are really good. Anyone can win of the top players, I think. For the FPO field, I think we have a strong favorite in Kristin Tattar, the highest rated in the world at the moment. So I think, that's what I believe.
Cool. And since you know the course, do you have any predictions for scores, maybe? Winning scores or lead card scores?
I had a course record score in my head for a long time, and I think it's going to be set this weekend. I think it's going to be 14 down. Scorching 14 down.
In one round?
Yeah. That's what I had in my head. Might be too low, but that's what I dreamt. I think the winning score in total might be for the MPO average 7-8 under, so 21 to 24 down.
Okay. Cool. So, of course, you ranked this list on your #1 favorite, and I think many other players do that. But apart from Järva Disc Golf course, are there any other courses that you would like to maybe give a little shout out to?
In Stockholm.
Or anywhere.
Anywhere.
Do you have other courses in Stockholm? I haven't heard of any.
Quite a few in Stockholm.
Okay.
And there's coming more and more. I think Bro, a new course with northwest of here, is really good. It's going to be a great course as well. It's tight wooded holes, but long. I think it's going to grow into a really good course. Well, I played the Beast in Finland. That's a magnificent course.
Yeah.
So hard, but yeah, that's fun. Jones East in Kansas was really fun to play as well.
And you mentioned a little bit, you know, that you have many courses here in Stockholm as well.
Yeah.
Like, so how do you see the growth of disc golf here in Sweden?
It's big. It's grown fast and it's grown big. During Corona, COVID, a lot of new players. You see there's waiting holes on many courses, even during weeknights. So I think we have a strong future. I hope we keep growing. Absolutely.
Okay. I think at the end here, do you have any disc golf heroes or role models? Anyone you look up to? I mean,
at the moment, Mats Löv. I've seen the work he's done here with the land he was given. And I have to give a shout out to Erik Persson, who is Mats' course helper. He's been crushing it the last weeks to get this course at the shape that it's in. For disc golf, I think, Will Schustrick was the one I looked up to when I started playing. He's great. I would love to see him play again.
Yeah. And anything here at the end you would like to give a shout out to? You've mentioned quite a few people already, but maybe there are some other people.
It's Simon I mentioned. We have a guy called Martin Fahlberg who's running the volunteers. He's doing a great job. He gathered over between 50 and 60 people to volunteer this weekend. I hope we will all appreciate it. It's going to have a good time. And let's save Järva.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Anders,
Thank
and we will maybe talk to you later.
Thanks.
Bye. And we are back here in Stockholm at the beautiful Järva course. And in the studio we have from Norway, Øyvind Jarnes. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly.
Yeah, it's better than usual.
Better than usual. So, how do you feel about the course?
It's always nice to be at a purpose-built disc golf venue. It's manicured fairways, a well-established course. If I haven't known that the course has missed a lot of the holes that I had earlier, I wouldn't have noticed. I feel like the course doesn't miss anything.
So you have been here before, you mentioned, or?
No, first time here.
First time here, yeah. Okay. And you have been doing a few practice rounds?
Yeah, arrived on Tuesday, late Tuesday, so 3 rounds.
And how did your practice rounds go so far?
Like usual practice rounds. A lot of good shots and some bad. But I feel confident going into the competition.
Do you have any, what is your feeling for what could be a good winning score here? Lead card score, maybe?
If you get a double-digit round, that would be a great round. So -10 and better, that would be fantastic. I guess a winning score on somewhere between -25, -27 maybe, about there.
Well, let's see on Sunday how that turns out.
Yeah.
Do you have you found any favorite holes yet?
I would say pretty much all the holes on the back 9, the longer par 4s, suits my game. And then get some early birdies, and then when it comes out to the back 9, that would I can maybe make up some strokes on the rest of the field.
And speaking of birdies, are there any holes that you see as a must-get birdie?
There's probably not any must-get birdies. I want to to start catching either hole 2 or hole 3. They are pretty much similar. Get one of those, or maybe both, but anything other, maybe hole 16 plays as the easiest. But that's out in the open where the wind can do a lot of things, so we'll like to see.
Yeah. And you've only played this course this week, so for your practice rounds, you've never been here before. But just given your few practice rounds here, where do you see this course compared to other courses you've played?
Well, this is a top-level professional disc golf course, and it's comparable to all the other great courses in Europe.
Yeah. Awesome. Are you playing any other European Pro Tour events this season?
I think I will register for the Alatagusta. That's 2 weeks ago, and then also the Estonian Open.
Yeah.
And Turku. Turku.
Oh, Turku. Yeah. So we will definitely see each other again, Jan.
Yeah, it'll be a long summer.
Yeah. So, who do you think is going to be? Who do you think will be winning this tournament?
That's a lot of good names. I think there's probably 10, 15, 20 people who can win this tournament. So let's just wait and see.
Yeah.
One shot at a time.
Definitely. So you're from Norway, and the sport has grown everywhere. We heard. How's the sport growing in Norway from your point of view?
Apart from where I come from, at the Sula Disc Golf Park, we have seen a tremendous growth, and also all over Norway, popping up courses, new players, meeting new people every day. So I don't know how to compare it to other parts of the world, but the growth in Norway has been fantastic.
Yeah. Nice to hear. So here at the end, do you have anyone you want to give a shout out to? Any sponsors or friends or other players maybe?
I want to shout out to Latitude 64 for supporting women with great products, and also my travel buddies. I travel with Knut Holland and Tom Erik, Anniken. Traveling together for this summer. It'll be a lot of fun.
Excellent. Hopefully. Well, thank you, Øyvind, and maybe we will talk to you later this weekend. Who knows?
Hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah. Thank you. Welcome back to Stockholm at the Järva Open, second European Pro Tour event of the season. And in the studio we have from Norway, Anniken Steen. Welcome.
Thank you.
So, have you been playing this course before?
Well, it's my first time here in Stockholm and Järva, so I've had 2 practice rounds.
And what are your impressions of the course so far?
Oh, I really love it. It's an extraordinary course. Well, I didn't get to play the old layout, but I just heard about it. But, well, I think this one is really beautiful as well. You need the length, and also when you do have the elevation, and of course when the wind comes, then it can be tricky.
Yeah. And you just won the Cockadale Open on the other tour, and you played the Cockadale course there, and I like to call this course like a bigger version of Cockadale. Am I correct?
Well, I guess you can say that you need. Well, it's way more open here, not that wooded, and yeah. So I'd say, well, of course, Cockadale has 2 courses. So if you compare the one that is more open there, then yeah, I would say maybe yes.
Yeah. So you've had 2 practice rounds here so far, and how did they go? Like, what is your feeling for your score for the weekend?
Oh, I'm really not sure about the score though, but well, you know, you always had to believe that you can manage the course, no matter the conditions, the weather, anything. So yeah, that's my mindset for the weekend.
Yeah. Any favorite holes so far? I know 2 rounds is maybe not.
Well, I don't think I can say that yet. No.
Maybe we'll ask you about it later during the weekend, probably. So which discs do you depend on this course? Are you having any specific discs that are your go-to discs for any holes here?
Well, for a lot of the shots would be Grace and Destroyer. Yeah, depends on the wind.
Yeah, excellent. Mm-hmm. And so we talked about maybe like a winning score for the weekend. Do you have like any predictions on who will be winning, or?
Well, with Kristin here, well, I know she's a really good player. She's amazing, so it will be hard to beat her. And with her form now, I think anything is possible for her on this course.
Okay, thank you. And so, will you be playing other European Pro Tour events this season?
Yes, it will be Estonian Open. That's your Pro Tour, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And Turku is also part of it. Yeah. So, two other tournaments.
So 2 more.
Yeah.
Good chance to win something, maybe.
Let's hope so.
Yeah. Is there any? Are there any players here that you really like? You look up to? Do you have any?
Of course, Kristin. Yeah. She's the role model for, I could say, any FPO players, for sure. So it will be great to have the first round playing with her.
That's gonna be awesome.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. So is there anyone you would like to give a shout out to? Sponsors, friends, family, anyone?
Oh, of course, everyone at home, hi, first of all. And of course, my sponsors, thank you so much to Guru Disc Golf and Carrie, and also Toby Dice and Birdie. Thank you.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. We might be talking to you later this weekend. Thank you, Anniken.
Okay, then, thanks.
And welcome back to Stockholm at the Järva Disc Golf Park course, and with us in the studio from Estonia we have Kristin Tattar. Welcome, Kristin.
Hello.
And I met you during your practice round with Silva earlier today, and so how do you like the course here?
The course looks amazing. It's been a pleasure to be here. I'm very excited to compete in Europe.
And have you played the Järva Disc Golf Park course before?
No, it's my first time. So I've never been over here, never played the major layout or anything. But I think this layout looks very beautiful. So
very nice.
Yeah.
And we talked a little bit about your maybe any predictions for scores. Have you thought a little bit more about that?
No, I don't think it's necessary to think about it, and I never think about these kind of things. I'll just try to execute the shots and see how it goes.
Yeah, have fun.
Of course.
Yeah. And so do you have any favorite holes out here so
favorite holes? I guess throwing down the mountain or the hill. So from where you have the best view, I think it's hole 12.
Hole 12?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the layout
Yeah.
as well. But throwing over open areas is always very fun. Do you have any holes where you feel like do you have any birdieable, like must-get birdie holes out here, or do you have any holes that can be birdied?
I think most of the holes can be birdied. There are some holes that I play for par where I don't think it's necessary to try to get a birdie, but it's possible to get birdies on most of the holes, but it all comes down to if I'm in position off the tee or if it's windy or not. So again, we'll see tomorrow.
Yeah. We will probably be talking later in the weekend, I'm pretty sure. So, will you be playing any other European Pro Tour events?
I'm not sure yet. This year I'm definitely more focused on touring in the U.S. and not necessarily in Europe. So we'll see how everything goes and how I feel, and if I get enough rest and if I can fit anything in the schedule. But right now, I just wanted to play in Järva because I've heard great stories about this place.
Yeah. And there definitely are good stories here. Do you have do you have any thoughts about the European Pro Tour as a concept, as to bring more players into the European scene?
I think this is exactly what European disc golf scene needs. And I'm very excited to see something like this take place and happen. And I'm sure it's a great step forward for European disc golf.
Excellent. So, hang on. I'm just looking for my lists. Are there any favorite players of yours here at this event? Anyone, maybe in other divisions as well, that you maybe look up to or favor as a winner? Or?
I think in general it's just wonderful to be surrounded by so many great European players and to see some of the faces that I haven't seen for a long time, even for a couple of years because of the COVID break. So it's just, I'm very happy to be here.
Yeah. And at the end here, do you have anyone you would like to give a shout out to? Sponsors, friends, family? Anyone?
Of course, Latitude 64. It's great to be in Sweden, and I just want to thank everybody who is watching right now and who's cheering on the other side.
Thank you, Kristin, and we will probably talk to you later this weekend.
Thank you,
Kristin Tattar.
Thanks.
Welcome back to the beautiful Järva Disc Golf Park here in Stockholm, Sweden. And with us in the studio we have, from Sweden, Josef Berg.
Hello.
Josef Berg.
Berg, yeah.
So close.
Yeah.
Welcome, Josef. And
Thank you.
so I take it you have played the Järva Disc Golf course before?
Actually, this is my first time playing it. I've played it maybe once or twice before. I'm not from this area in Sweden, and they actually don't have like a proper like competition course, like the high level tees always out. So I have just never been here.
Ah, okay. So how do you like the course? You've played a few practice rounds.
Yeah, I love it. It's actually probably my favorite course that I've competed on this year. It's very beautiful and it's challenging, but it's fun also.
Yeah, nice. Do you have any favorite holes so far, or?
I think all holes are good, but they have plenty of good par 4s as well. So yeah, I don't know the numbers exactly, like 12, 13, 14, around there somewhere.
Yeah.
Some pretty good holes.
Some good long holes on the back nine, yeah.
Yeah.
And do you have any like specific discs in your arsenal that you're going to be relying on this weekend for maybe?
Yeah, I definitely have. I have this overstable fairway called Stål, which goes like 100, 110, like perfect for safe shots. Like I think there's a lot of like placement shots that you're able to play here, so I will just play some conservative, good placement shots with that discs, and also, of course, all my putts and all the upshots will be with Berg. So
yeah, nice.
Yeah.
So what do you have any, like based on your practice rounds here, do you have any expectations for your own score this weekend?
No, I don't. I never think about scores. I just try to get like one shot at a time and just keep playing, and then we'll find out.
And have fun.
Have fun, yeah.
So do you have any favorites to win this event?
Once again, I'm kind of boring that way. Like I have not even like really checked the lineup. I know which players I'm playing with, and I of course know my friends that are here, but I have not checked that out at all, to be honest.
So you don't know that Paul Macbeth? No. No, sorry.
That would be cool.
Sorry to disappoint the viewers as well. Are you playing any other of the European Pro Tour events?
Yeah, well, I played the first one in Copenhagen. And I will be playing in Estonia also, but I think that's about it. But I'm really looking forward to Estonia. I was there like 2 or 3 years ago. It was beautiful, so
nice.
Looking forward to it.
Well, we will meet each other there again.
Yeah,
I hope.
Looking forward to it.
Are there any other events you're looking forward to this season?
Yeah, so I will be going on a little bit of a tour, like being away from home from like a month or month and a half. So I'll be going to Sula, European Open, Estonia, and then I'll be playing the Swedish Championship. So it's like 4 or 5 or maybe 6 tournaments in a row that I'm really looking forward to. So yeah, that's a big stretch, and then some here and there.
And I know you just took down the win at Järva Open on the PDA Tour, PDA Europe Tour. Do you have any, like, how do you see your own game this season? Are you improving yourself, or what is your development? Yeah,
it's been an interesting season, but I also went into the season like not thinking about rating, not being worried about like the consequences of rating. I just want to learn how to win competitions, and I've tried some aggressive tournaments. I've played conservative on some tournaments, and actually the aggressive ones have really punished me rating wise, and but that's fine. So but I've also been able to win like Kokkedal and one in Sweden as well. So I'm really enjoying the season so far, and yeah, I'm looking forward to more.
Well, that's good to hear. So here at the end, are there anyone you would like to give a shout out to? Friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, my wife Elin, who lets me travel all the time. That's amazing. And my sponsors, of course, Kastaplast, Great Discs, Fin Disc, European Birdies, which is my company actually, making bags and some stuff, and Heatland. They all support me really well. So yeah, I'm very thankful for them.
Okay, well, thank you, Josef, and we will probably talk to each other again later this week.
Hope so.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Järva Disc Golf Park here in Stockholm at the second European Pro Tour event of the 2022 season. Well, the second European Pro Tour event ever. And with us in the studio from Finland we have Väinö Mäkelä.
Yes, that's pretty right, correct.
I'm so sorry.
You're good.
I will spend the rest of the season practicing it.
All right. Cool.
Speaking of the rest of the season, are you playing other European Pro Tour events?
Yes, I'm playing also Estonian Open, and that might be the only one after this one.
Okay, so I have a little time to practice.
Yeah.
So have you played the Järva disc golf course before?
Yes, 2016 I played the European Masters, or was it 2015? 15 or 16? Yes.
Someone mentioned 16.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, 16. Yeah.
And there are of course some changes between 16 and now with the rebuilding of the course because of events taking place here in Stockholm that the course owners don't really have like any say over. But how do you find the course now compared to 16 when you played here?
It's good course now, but it was a little bit shame that we can't play like the original Järva layout, because that one is just so difficult, and I was looking forward to play that, but it is what it is. We can't play it because there's like a graveyard thing going on there, but it is what it is.
Yeah. So how do you like the new layout now?
It's pretty cool. There's good holes, like the back nine that's pretty tough. Like there's like two different part of this course. There's like a easy part, the front nine, and like the hard part, which is the the back nine. So like a good combo. I like it.
So any must-get birdies out here? Like any holes where you need to get a birdie?
Front nine, all of them.
Okay. Well, that's a good attitude to have.
Yeah.
So do you have any favorite holes among the new holes here?
Of the new holes, hole 1 is pretty good. I like it. It's pretty tough, and also is it hole 6? The downhill 150 meters.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also pretty cool. Like a very beautiful shot of the tee. So I like it.
Nice. Do you have any have you thought anything about maybe a possible winning score here? Maybe lead card score.
That's very difficult to say. Like last week when we played the Oulu Pro Tour layout, I was like, it's pretty easy course, and I thought there's going to be like a minus 13 or something like that, but there wasn't. So I'm not going to say anything. But yeah, I'm not going to say anything.
It seems to be a common theme with the interviewees today. So
yeah,
that's interesting.
Yeah.
So. Are there any holes here that play does this your play style? How does this course fit into your play style?
Actually, pretty good nowadays. Like 5 years ago, I didn't have that good sidearm because now on this layout there's multiple shots where you need to go with the sidearm. But I feel like this course is fitting my play pretty good. So I'm looking forward to play it.
Yeah. So do you have any favorites for winning this event?
I don't know. Am I stupid if I'm not saying myself?
Not at all. Not at all. I was about to say if is it going to be you and by how much, but you don't want to say in this one, so it's fine.
Yeah.
So are there any other events this season that you're looking forward to? You mentioned Estonia.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to play World Championship this year. That's like my main goal of this season.
Okay. So anyone here at the end that you would like to give a shout out to? Sponsors, friends, family?
I want to give a shout out to Prodigy, Power Grip, and all other of my sponsors. Those guys are doing the job that I can do my dream job, and greetings to my mother.
Okay, well thank you, Väinö Mäkelä.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Welcome back to Stockholm at the Järva Disc Golf Park for the second European Pro Tour event of the season, and in the studio from the Canada, sorry.
Yep.
Canada. Thomas Gilbert, welcome to Sweden, Thomas.
Thank you, it's amazing to be here.
Have you been here before?
I have not. This is my second day in Europe ever.
Ever?
Yeah, really exciting.
So we're going to have like a 20-minute interview about how that feels. No.
Yeah.
So 2 days in Europe, I know it's a really short time. Do you have already any impressions on how European disc golf differs from in the US and Canada?
Yeah, I mean, I had a pretty high expectation of the beauty and the amazing tour scene that they have here in Europe. I've seen a lot of the coverage from previous events at European Open and, of course, the famous European Masters that happened here at this course. And it didn't really disappoint. I know that there was some bad news of the cemetery going in, taking out some of the old iconic holes, but it's still here, it's still beautiful, and I think they did an amazing job turning the park into a great 18-hole course, even with that happening.
And you have had time to play a few practice rounds here, I guess. Mm-hmm. What are your impressions of the course so far?
It looks great. I think it's a little scoreable, so definitely we'll see some hot rounds from all the good players out here. But I think it plays really nicely. There's a lot of really good variety of shots. I really like that we're actually throwing putters and mid-ranges and stuff off the tee, because I feel like that's something that I kind of miss doing since some of the courses on tour in the Disc Golf Pro Tour have gone so long. So it's a refreshing feeling coming and playing a course like this.
So do you have any predictions for a good score here?
I will say double digits. I think 10 under per round will probably have a good chance at winning this event. So I think, trying to just keep to that double-digit score will be the goal this weekend.
We will definitely be talking about that in further down the weekend, I'm pretty sure. Do you have any favorite holes here so far?
I think some of the iconic holes, I forget which order it's in, but the big downhill hole, I think it's 10 or 11 maybe. That's one of the definitely signature holes in my opinion. I really like some of the shots. Like I really enjoy hole 2, just that nice mid-range straight shot through the little tunnel, and just a bunch of holes. It's really kind of hard to pick some favorites out. They're all so good, but just really enjoying the shapes of the holes and the challenge that they present, and excited to try to tackle them.
So you've come to Europe for this event as well. Are you going to be playing other events in Europe?
Yes, I have 6 weeks of time here in Europe, so I'll be playing Järva Open, Nokia Open, Alutaguse, Sula Open, and European Open.
Okay, excellent. So that's going to be interesting to hear about that after your season is over here. European events we talked about. Do you have for your few practice rounds here? Have you already in your bag found any discs that are your go-to discs for this course? Yeah,
I would say that my FX2s are definitely being used a lot here. A lot of forehand and backhand shots that shape well for that disc. And then I would say also my P Model US I'm using a lot for approaches and a few different tee shots. So I think leaning on those two heavily, and then loving my PA3s for putting. They feel really nice right now and feel like they can go in from anywhere.
Excellent. So here about so you've been here 2 days in Europe. Mm-hmm. With a tour like the European Pro Tour, would you be considering coming back for another season here if the European Pro Tour would be continuing as strong as it is? Yeah, absolutely. I think as long as I can, I hope to kind of make this part of my touring season here in Europe. I would love to come back every season and do a month or so at least of touring here. The culture, the scene, and the professionalism is such a high level that I definitely plan to come back. And I wish I had come earlier, but just COVID had canceled travel plans the last 2 seasons. Yeah, that damn COVID. I know. Yeah. It's tough. So, do you have any, I know you might not know that many European players, maybe you do. Do you have any personal favorites for winning this event? I think there's quite a few players that have a good chance of winning this event. I think Väinö, Seppo, Nicolas, Lauri, I think
they all have really good chances of playing really well at this course and possibly taking it down. I'm hoping I can play strong and keep up with them and even possibly edge them out, but we'll have to see. It's going to be a good battle this weekend.
Yeah. At the end here, are there anyone you would like to give a shout out to? Friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Prodigy Discs, they're doing a great job, and I see their presence here is really strong, and that's awesome to see. Lots of teammates out here playing this weekend, so that's really exciting. And then shout out to Victor as well. He's hosting me here for the Järva Open, so big thanks to him.
Okay, well, thank you, Thomas, and we might talk again later this weekend.
All right, I hope so.
Welcome back to Stockholm at the Järva Disc Golf Park for the second European Pro Tour event of the season. And with us in the studio we have the winner from Copenhagen Open, Daniel Davidsson. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Pleasure being here.
And have you played the Järva Disc Golf course before?
No, this is my first time playing here, and I've been enjoying the course a lot. And yeah, sad that I didn't get to play the original layout, but at least some parts now.
Yeah, that's good. And you've had a chance to play a few practice rounds, I guess?
Yeah, we arrived already on Tuesday morning, so I've gotten 3 practice rounds in, and I hope that's enough.
Yeah, and what is do you have any predictions on a possible good score here?
Really tough to say. I don't think the course is necessarily that hard, but birdies don't come really easy, so tough to say. But the scores definitely will be low with the field like this.
Are there any? Do you have any must-get birdie holes here from your?
I don't remember the number of that one hole, but the big hyzer on the top field. If the drive lands in a great spot, the birdie will be easy. But no, other than that, there aren't really any very easy birdies.
So for this weekend, are there any discs in your bag that you will be looking forward to using more than others? Like any go-to discs?
Tough to say now, but if the wind picks up, I'll rely on my overstable PD2. But if it's calm, then I'll probably use every disc in my bag.
Yeah. So do you have any favorites for this event to be winning? And you can include yourself as well, of course.
Yeah, I think the course suits my playing style well, so I'm hoping to be in the mix coming Sunday evening. But I think Lauri Lehtinen will be really tough. I also think his game fits this course, and then all the other top guys like Seppo and Thomas also from Canada, and Niklas and Oskari now after his back injury. I'll think he's going to do great also.
And will you be playing other European Pro Tour events this season?
Yes, I'll skip the one in Estonia, but I'll attend Tyyni and Turku, and then hopefully also the All-Star event in November.
Good. So at the end here, are there anyone you would like to give a shout out to? Friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, I'd like to shout out Discmania for providing me with discs, and then also Hyserflex with the bag, and then I'd like to say hi to all friends and family who are watching this.
Okay, well thank you, David, and maybe we'll talk again later this week.
Yeah, hoping to talk to you also later in this event. Yeah. Thank you.
Welcome back to Stockholm at the Järva Disc Golf Park here for the second European Pro Tour event of the season. And with us in the studio we have from Finland Seppo Paju. Welcome, Seppo.
Thank you.
And you have had a chance to play the course here, I guess, a few times.
Mm-hmm.
Have you played the Järva Disc Golf course before?
I have. I have played here my first time in 2009. I played SDGO, I think. I think that was the name of the tournament. But yeah, I've played here almost every time there has been a tournament here. Last time it was maybe the European Masters 2016. And then I have visited here a couple times after that just for fun.
So you've seen the struggles that the disc golf park here has with the city and the graveyard taking over some of the area. And so do you feel that the disc golf park is the same state now as it was back in 16 and earlier when you played it?
Well, obviously it's not the same, but I didn't really know what to expect when I got here. I wasn't sure which part of it is taken down and what we have left. But I'm very happy to see what they have managed to make out of what is left. And I think it's very good. I think the vibe is still there, which is very important, at least to me. It feels great to be back, and the course is looking as good as ever.
Yeah. So on this new layout, do you have any favorite holes so far?
I kind of like how the beginning of the course is pretty short, and then the end is very long. And I think I like the end a lot because the holes are long, but they are not, those holes where you just have an open field and you can go anywhere. You still have to be accurate, and you still have a nice distance upshot left. Not just 2 full drives, but you have a drive that you got to be accurate with, and then you have a mid-range or putter upshot, which is the style of disc golf, exactly what I like.
Yeah. Are there any discs in your bag that you will be looking forward to, like using most on the course here?
I have been throwing 2 different drivers here. I have a D Model S, which is my maximum distance driver, which is still accurate. It's not too crazy. I throw that a lot, and then I have a step more stable. I have a Falcor, and that's for my even more accurate shots that I need to throw and for long hyzer shots. And I'm also throwing the distortion a lot for up shots and even off the tee on couple holes. And my mid-range M1 is the mid-range of choice here.
Good. So do you have any predictions for a possible winning score or lead card score here?
Yeah, I think about 10 under per round is going to be close to winning score. I would be very amazed if somebody was able to shoot better than that average. But it could be 31, 32, even 33, but that's going to be very good. It could also be anywhere from 25 to 30, depending on the conditions. So, but I think if the conditions stay the same way as they have been now for the practice rounds, 30 under is going to be probably pretty close to the winning score.
Yeah, and I just got a question in from the side here. Your thoughts about this European Pro Tour?
Overall, about the Pro Tour, I think it's great. I was just talking with Thomas Gilbert, my good friend from Canada, that was just interviewed here, that the setup in Europe is similar to how it's been in the States between the National Tour and the Disc Golf Pro Tour. Here it is the Euro Tour and now the European Pro Tour. This is something that has been needed in Europe, and it's the right time for something like this to happen. And we can all see the professionalism here on the course and on the field of players we have. And I think it's only going to get better in the future. This is the first year of this happening with the disc golf stream, all the rounds live streamed and post-production coverage made. So it's awesome, and it's finally possible to tour in Europe, and this is only making it better.
Yeah. And speaking of touring in Europe, are you playing other European Pro Tour events as well this season?
Unfortunately, I'm not playing as many as I would like, but I'm playing the Estonian Open, and unfortunately I will have to skip Thyni, and I also did have to skip Copenhagen Open for our family trip, which was booked to Paris a long time before. But next year I will make it a effort to play all of them. This year, unfortunately, with the other plans, I'm not able to play as many as I would like.
Okay. So here at the end, are there anyone you would like to give a shout out to? Friends, family, sponsors?
I would like to give a shout out to specifically for the European Pro Tour staff, everybody that's involved with this. This is my first European Pro Tour, so I'm very happy to see what's going on. There are people working on with tents, live stream, the course itself, the shop here. So much work goes into this, and I want to shout out to those people, and obviously my sponsor Prodigy, which is involved in this big time.
Excellent. Well, thank you. And I'm pretty sure that maybe we will have an interview later this weekend. But for now, thank you, Seppo Paju.
Thank you.